What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Madden 20 Titans franchise gameplay. We are here in week number 7. Titans are still coming in undefeated. We're riding a 5-game win streak. We are 5-0. But before I get into week 7 and what we have going on there, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you. And you might ask why, but it's because on my last video we got our first dev upgrade, and I asked for a like on the video for good luck for our next one, and we got another one this week, and it's the same player. It's Quincy Pounds. So last video we had the chance to help Quincy Pounds go from normal to star dev, and now this video we have the chance to make him go from star dev to superstar dev. So that's pretty awesome. Derrick Henry is still injured. He's out for 3 more weeks. He should get the opportunity to come back against the Chargers. I'm probably going to bench him against the Chargers. I'm not going to risk him playing in that game. I will wait for the Giants because I feel like the Giants is going to be a pretty tough game. The Giants are also undefeated, so definitely going to need my workhorse there. I don't want to risk injuring him against the Chargers. Just because I feel like our running back should be able to get the job done there. But anyways, here we are, week number 7, up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is our 3rd division game. We've already played the Houston Texans twice, and this is our first time playing up against the Jaguars. So we would love to start our division games, our division record with 3-0 record. That'd be awesome. And I feel like we should be able to get that done against the Jaguars. They are a good team. They're not a great team. They're a decent team, but I just feel like we match up so much better against them. A great user pick right there. Like that was completely bait. Like that was just beautiful. That was a beautiful bait. But anyways, here we're on offense up against the Jaguars defense, and we're not going to waste any time at all. We're going to get right into trying to get Quincy Pounds his superstar dev opportunity. Which, in a way, I feel like it's awesome, but it's also going to suck at the same time, because when I got Quincy Pounds to go from normal to star dev, for whatever reason, Madden decided to throw a counter on him. Like, his trait wasn't hidden or anything before then. I could see that he was a normal dev. Like, I saw the bronze trophy, medal, whatever. It's combined those two words. But yeah, I could see it. But for whatever reason, when we got him from normal to star, it just decided that hey, he's a rookie. We're gonna throw a counter on him now. So, I mean, which isn't bad, but the only problem is mine is glitched. So he's literally stuck at 0 out of 500 downs to unlock his trait. So I'm not sure if we make it to playoffs, then it will automatically unlock, or if I'll just have to wait until next season to unlock it with him. But I mean, even if we unlocked it this season, I know that he's a low overall. He's only going to have like one of his abilities, but still, like, I still want to use that one ability, like whether it's jukebox or freaking human joystick. I don't know what it's going to be, but because he's a receiving and a elusive back, I mean, it's going to be one of those two, and his juke is pretty high. Anyways, back to the game. DeForest Buckner came through and got a nice sack for us to put him in a 3rd and long. But freaking Jordan Reed goes God mode and just jumps over on one hand to catch over top of Jayon Brown, who's in great position, but it's like he wasn't even freaking there. Crazy. Like, there's not much more I can say about it. That was just crazy. And then another sack. Who is this? DeAndre Walker screaming through. He had a nice little block shed animation there on the D line. Came through and had gets a nice sack there. Definitely proud of my pass rush so far. Oh, wish the coverage was a little bit better there. Just a little bit slow. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely proud of my pass rush so far and just how my defensive line overall plays so far this season. If you remember back to the first video, I talked about how I made that move and moved DeAndre Walker and I think I said Rashad Evans down to the defensive end position just because they were faster guys and just seemed like it was more natural position for them. And this game, I mean, so far so good. It's like it's proven to have been a great decision. A really good decision there. As he takes a deep shot on 3rd and 20. Gilmore probably could have picked that off, but I wanted to just play it safe and went for the swat just in case, because, I mean, hey, I don't have the best of luck when I go for interceptions. I don't know about any of you all, but whenever I click on, it's either I end up pulling myself out of position or I end up getting a BS pass interference call. And I'm not trying to have that anymore. I try to click on at the last possible minute if it looks like it's going to be a pass interference situation, just so I can try to avoid it. Anyways, end up handing the ball off there to Jalen Moore, and he ends up fighting for a nice little first down there. End up taking a shot. We had X wide open, but we end up finding A.J. Brown up the sideline. Risky throw. X was probably the safer choice there, but hey, it worked. But like I said, we're back to Quincy Pounds, because Quincy Pounds is our main guy that we're trying to get going. Strangely enough, we're running the ball with Quincy Pounds. I know I said in the past that I would never in a million years ever hand the ball off to Quincy Pounds, but just because it's a dev upgrade game, and it seemed like Jalen Moore was just, oh my god, Jalen Moore was just finding some pretty decent holes, and he's slow. I felt like Quincy Pounds, if I could just hit those same holes with him, he would be gone. And that's like what he was in that situation right there, where I ran that stretch to the right. Quincy Pounds just found that hole and he just took off. DeAndre Walker, I don't know what's gotten into him. It's not even halftime yet. That's his 3rd sack already. All 3 of his tackles have been sacks. And is that DeAndre? That's 4 tackles, 4 sacks. So we're not even at halftime, and DeAndre Walker already has 4 sacks. My decision to move him to defensive end was amazing. That was probably the best decision I've made so far in this franchise, moving him to defensive line. Anyways, Quincy Pounds back on the ground here, or not on the ground. We'll try to hit him with a nice little screen pass, and really didn't go anywhere. But we come back to him, and I love those little angle routes. Like, those angle routes killed the defense. End up finding him on a nice one right there. He ends up picking up a nice little gain of 29 yards down to the 10-yard line. He's tired. I really wanted to put him in the game, but he was red. Like, he was so red. I couldn't risk putting him in there. He would have never been able to turn the edge because his speed would have just been so slow. But we end up putting Jalen Moore in, and Jalen finds the end zone. Back on defense, and the defense has been playing amazing so far. The Jaguars have not even they've gotten to half midfield, not half court, midfield, and they haven't passed it. This is their first time passing midfield. As I'm talking about how amazing the defense has been playing, we give up a huge play to Antonio Brown. But he ends up, I don't know what that weird play was, but DeAndre Walker ends up stopping that easily. So unfortunately that doesn't count as a sack because it was a running attempt, but it's still amazing. 3rd and 5. It looks like we're sending a blitz here, playing cover 3 behind it. And what's going to happen? He's going to a whole bunch of adjustments. All these adjustments, someone better be open quick, because we're sending, it looks like 6, I believe. Yeah, we're sending 6. You're running out of time too. You're about to get oh nope, he gets it off. And who's this that comes through? That's DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner gets his first sack of the game. So defensive wise, we have him in a box right now. He can't really do much of anything, because you can't complete passes when you're on your back. Oh, Jayon. I would have loved to have the interception there. It's just 1 second left on the clock. Going to try to take a shot to Quincy Pounds, and it's intercepted, but there is a flag on the play. If you watch that back, Quincy Pounds got held. So it is going to be a defensive pass interference. So that pass interference call ends up giving us 1 untimed down. And I think we're right on the outside of field goal range, but apparently it ends up just dying short. It was going up against like 7-mile-per-hour wind, so I don't know. And then to start off the second half, I have no idea what kind of kick that was. But anyways, we're right back to Quincy Pounds, trying to get him 2 more touchdowns, I believe, right? Yeah, because he only has 1 right now. takes off on a nice little scamper there. Ends up going out of bounds. That we're right back to it. Well, if we would have handed that ball off, he would have walked into the end zone. But unfortunately, I just ended up trying to throw the slant, but it wasn't open. Then we go right back to that angle route that I like. I think it's called Texas route. And he just drops the ball. But it doesn't matter. We're right back to Quincy again on the screen, but he ends up getting stopped short. So 4th and 3. Try to put Quincy on a nice little out route or a swing route. See if I can get him open. I'm looking at that linebacker, and he takes a step, and I go away from him. But if I would have just stayed with it, I would have been able to hit him. Just the linebacker, he stepped over like he was about to guard him, but in actuality, he really just didn't. So I could have still got the first down if I would have thrown it to him, but I just didn't want to risk it and then end up taking a sack. Anyways, but it's fine. We could rely on the defense. The defense has been playing lights out so far. We have 4 sacks with DeAndre Walker, which is amazing, and we got 1 interception so far with George Odom. And then right here we end up getting, who was that? DeForest Buckner ends up getting his second sack of the game. Darnold under pressure again, forces one. It's picked off by Kevin Byard, but ends up stepping out of bounds, which is lucky for me because gives us a shorter field to work with because it was 4th down. I really should have swatted it away, but I just wanted to pick the ball off with Kevin Byard. Back on offense, and no surprise here, we're getting the ball to Quincy Pounds as much as possible. I think, what did the dev say, like 3 touchdowns or 150 yards? Well, that's the 2nd touchdown right there. So 1 more touchdown for Quincy Pounds, and we're going to get his superstar dev trait upgrade. Yeah, he ends up running into my kicker, whatever. He thought he could block it, and we ended up doing a sky kick into the end zone. I don't know why I didn't show it. Ended up doing a sky kick. He brought it out, and we stopped him at the 14 here. 1st and 10. If I had better users there with Kenny Vaccaro, we probably could have came away with a pick there. Come back on 2nd down. He's going for finding Paul Richardson underneath on a nice little drag route. And I don't know what I did here. Like he hurried up, and I'm trying to go through my adjustments, and I guess I just mistakenly ended up hitting run commit. And Westbrook takes the ball 80 yards for a touchdown. So kind of blown about that because we had the shutout, and I'm pretty sure we would have pitched the shutout this game. I like seeing that goose egg up there, but things didn't work in my favor. And then he tries to go for 2 here. We got everything pretty much locked up. Honestly, the way that my defense played right there was just beautiful. The fact that Jayon was smart enough to come out of his coverage because I had his back. I had the receiver that was in the end zone there covered, and he just went ahead and peeled off and made a play. Awesome. Because otherwise, I feel like he could have, if Jayon would have stayed back in coverage, he probably would have been able to run out and pick up that or score his 2-point conversion with Sam Darnold, even though Sam Darnold is slow as I don't know what. Anyways, we're trying to split carries here between Jalen Moore and Jalen Moore and Quincy Pounds because Quincy is getting tired. He's very tired because we have him on both the kickoff return and punt return. So he's getting his work in today. I have no idea what happened with my punt there. Luckily, I ended up getting a decent enough roll, but my thing just literally just straight glitched on me and gave me the wonkiest punt ever. Back here on defense, and besides my mess up with the little run commit, my defense has been playing amazing. Deshaun Goss, our rookie that we drafted in the 1st round, getting in on the sack party. This is the 2nd time that I've messed up freaking Stephon Gilmore. If I would have probably pulled off with Williams, Gilmore might have came away with the interception there. Rashad Evans coming in, getting a sack. But yeah, if I would have just pulled off of him, we probably would have got the sack. But it didn't matter because it ended up working out in our favor anyways. We ended up getting that sack on 4th down, starting off our drive with on offense. God, what was that? We ended up starting off our drive on offense on the 8-yard line, handed off to Quincy Pounds, and there it is right there, his upgrade. So that's Quincy Pounds' third rushing touchdown. He's now a superstar dev trait. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see or know when he's going to be unlocked, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I really want to use his abilities, even though I know he's only going to have one because he's under 80 overall. And I feel like they're not going to give him his second one until he gets to the 80 or 85 threshold. So, unfortunate situation there, but it is what it is. Stephon Gilmore had the opportunity to get a pick right there. I don't know how or why he didn't catch that one. I don't think Antonio Brown did too much to affect him there. He just straight dropped it. And then come out here, the one who is known to drop interceptions, freaking Jordan Hampton. I mean, yeah, this offensive pass interference, but still, you should have came away with that one. That was an easy catch. Oh my gosh, like our defensive line is just abusing him. Freaking DeForest Buckner again breaks free for another sack. That one he's rushed almost, or should have been an interception with George Odom if I was in better position. But this is pretty much going to be the end of things after this run on 4th down for whatever reason. I don't know why he decided to run. But he's going to go ahead and quit after this. Luckily, he waited until after I got my upgrade. Otherwise, I would have been pissed. But yeah, there you see it. Quincy Pounds is now a superstar. And yeah, it gets a little bit of an XP boost. And I think I show it here. It's coming up. Yep, go to roster. Running backs. Down to Quincy. And there you see, yeah, he's a receiver and elusive, but he's freaking hidden. So, I mean, I don't know what to say there. But anyways, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Leave a like for another, and for good luck for another dev upgrade. I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.